Welcome to the world of Swan. It's lovely to be here today, seeing so many of you, so many friends. I would also like to give a warm welcome to Massimo Perotti, Chairman and the CEO of Sanlorenzo. And obviously this meeting today, this conference has so much meaning for everyone that has worked and is working with such intensity and passion over the years in Nautor Swan, and especially it is for me personally. Obviously, you can imagine what kind of emotion I'm feeling in being here at this time. The passing over of the majority to Sanlorenzo was a long thought and also very hard decision for me to take, and was always very complicated. And over the time, it was sometimes prevailing the emotional, and you all know what love I have had and passion and dedication for Nautor Swan over the years, and which is very present and with a commitment of taking this into the future. But also you know how important it is to use your rational side in taking a decision. And the emotion prevailed because the love for Swan is so high that I had to take a rational decision. And looking for a longevity pattern for this amazing brand, I could not have thought of a better company with whom to partner, if not Sanlorenzo, because of what they do, what they are, and how brilliantly they are guided from their CEO and chairman, Massimo Perotti, and what they have done over the years. And to give Swan a pattern that is aiming to the long term and to the success that this brand needs to have over the long term, and also the great desire that I have personally to see developing the high potentiality which we have built over the year, brought me to this decision. And the efficiency that we can create together with Sanlorenzo, and the culture, the industrial nautical culture, and the economy of scale are going to be very important and fundamental for the, I repeat, the long term of Nautor Swan. So thank you for joining us in this very special moment. We have so much to share with you today, and I will not take too much of your time, but I would like to say a few words on one specific product that we are presenting in Cannes, which is the Swan Arrow, which is the first important yacht, power yacht that Swan has ever produced. And it is a kind of new love that I have cultivated over the last years, something I felt so much at heart. And with a great team that has joined us in making it happen, we're so proud to finally show a powerboat that is unique to the marketplace. I don't think it resembles to anything else, and it is a concentration of elegance and seaworthiness and beauty that not often you can admire at sea. So I thank everybody that has participated to this project. First of all, Jarko Jensen, who has been the naval architect of the Swan Arrow, like of the shadows, and Axel Dubufor, who has done the layout of the interiors, and to Joanna Marinopoulos, who has taken this so much at heart with the detail of all the interior decoration. And I cannot wait for many of you to see the boat, this beautiful yacht. I will maybe ask Jarko to say a couple of words, and before passing it to Joanna.
Thank you, Jarko.
Thank you all. Well, first of all, it has been an absolute privilege to be part of the Nautor Swan history and try to make that same kind of culture happen in the motorboat side, what has been in the sailing boats, and that the legacy should be coming further and further between motorboats and sailing boats. And it has been a fantastic collaboration with you, and thank you of that opportunity. So, and I'm sure that you will see interesting solutions in the boat, so please go and have a look.
Thank you, Jarko. I will say it for Joanna, because the amount of passion and attention and dedication to the interiors of the boat, but not only the interiors, the whole look has been an unbelievable contribution. So I think we all thank her for doing this. Thank you, Joanna. And then I leave it to the technical side. Fabio, would you like to say a couple of words before passing it then to Marco to conclude?
Thanks a lot. Grazie Leonardo. Thanks everybody. It's a very special boat. It's something that we worked a lot on for more than a couple of years at the end. A very special beach area, a very fantastic, I have to say, after all the alignments. A layout that is very flexible, so we can do a lot we can satisfy a lot of clients. Technicality like lithium batteries, the triple engines, a lot of kinematism like balconies, transformers and whatever, but really come and see the boat. She will speak better than me.
Esponi i nostri giornalisti al mio inglese, no, è possibile, lo faccio in italiano. Allora, grazie a tutti. Sono da pochi mesi ingaggiato da Leonardo in questa operazione di Nautor Italy e devo dire con grossa emozione, perché con Leonardo abbiamo passato dei periodi da ragazzi molto divertenti sul Swan Dutchman, e quindi ricreare questo a 67 anni per me è stata una grande sorpresa e una nuova vitalità. Vi invito tutti a vedere Arrow perché ha dei contenuti ed è una barca veramente unica. Vedrete l'eleganza e lo stile, la passione che Leonardo ha messo insieme a Joanna su questo e al progettista su questo yacht, hanno creato qualcosa di unico. Quindi vi ringrazio e vi spero di vedervi a bordo presto. Grazie a tutti.
Quindi grazie a tutti per ora e Giovanni ti passo il microfono. Anzi, già.
I will speak about the boat that we have in the stand, in the woods. Leonardo anticipated the power boat where we have the Arrow and a special shadow with the same dress of the big Arrow. And then we come to the sailing part where we have as premiere the 88 and the 33. I will go through the 88 and then Federico Michetti will go together with 1K on the ClubSwan 43. About the 88, I mean today, Leonardo already said that it's a special day. We have here, and the special day we can measure with the presence that we have in this room in terms of number of journalists, but also of all the people many people that are working in the sailing industry, and especially the large team of Swan. I mean, we have here all the designer, naval architect, industrial design and interior design, and that is for every boat that we are going to present. And for the 88 are here together with us Herman and Misa and Lucio. with these three persons, you know, that we are sharing together with Vanni let's say the development of the product and the harmony of the different components of a sailing yacht. The 88 is the second size of the new Maxi series. The first one was a 108 Fancy that now is 2 years on the concluded the second season this year. Then we have the 88, and for the 88 we launched this year 2 boats, number 1 and number 2 in parallel together. The 2 boats already sailed, one about 3,500 miles, the other one over 5,000 miles. The second one, the number 1 that is here, is also the first diesel electric boat of Nautor Swan. We will go to that in a short time. Allen Deck, the perfect, I mean, we call those boats fast cruiser, but the reality is that the number 2 of the 288 is a boat built for a sailor, a racing sailor that was sailing a Royal Husband before for his cruise and was renting Maxi to sail regatta around the world. And now, when after that he retired the boat, he went to the Baltic 600 right away. So this to demonstrate back that our Maxi can have a double face. The interior style, there is an additional development of the comfort that we want to bring to the sailing yacht. I mean, everybody knows what was a sailing yacht not 50 years ago, but it is enough to think about 15, 20 years ago. Today, a lot is changing. If you go to see the 88 later, you will see that, for example, in the galley, you have a dinette that is for the crew, but is also for the family. And this we are asked, we get the request for this step up the step. And also the crew area nearby the owner area, that is another thing that we have a request for more and more. And then, as this boat, the 88, as the other Maxi, we have a design to be flexible in the development of the boat. I mean, without moving the bulkheads, you can have different layouts. One cabin more, one cabin less, a studio for the people that live on the boat more, different galleys, etc. So this is the flexibility to the client, but in a way, standardization in production. Okay, this is a racing one. As you can see, the deck house has no teak-on for racing purpose. This is the electric one. And here I have to stop because many people are asking, but what is this up part that is so different from what we have done so far? And here there was a great work together of the technical office in Finland, together with Herman Freya team and Lucio Micheletti, to put together what was the technical part of this, the registration part of this, and at the end the design and aesthetic part of this. Because that part is done to get the light lot length 24 meters, that is making easier the chartering of these boats. That is a request that we have more and more, so the commercial certification of our vessel. Here we have the big beach area with the double transom and a part of the interior garage that you can use together with the beach area. Okay, here a scheme to show the different way to work of this boat while motoring. The partner here that is also present here in the room is Torquido. That they made already some of these applications to yachts and also to another Maxi, but this is a bigger application that has been done, and they are very extreme in their innovation, and so we are not selling a diesel electric boat stop, but we have a diesel electric boat with a lot of brain. You know how it's difficult to let the brain work. You see, yesterday we were at the Sanlorenzo presentation as they were explaining us about the flying blue game. And here there is that when you say to optimize the use of the battery and the motor and generators and inverter, etc., is quite complicated. But you will see in a couple of minutes the astonishing results that you can get out of that in terms of consumption, but even more in terms of silence. So this is vibration and silence is one of the biggest outcome of the experience we are having with the diesel electric. Okay, silent operation. In full electric mode, without generator help, we have a max speed of 11.5 knots. At 9 knots, we have a range of 16 nautical miles. That clearly is not enough. At 7.5, we have a range of 40 nautical miles. But if we work with if we use instead the generators, with 2 generators at 10 knots, we have 1,000 miles, and with 1 generator at 7.5 knots, we have 2,000 miles autonomy. I mean, this is the result of it. Silent sailing, thanks to the design of PTO, hydraulic power pack, etc., we can sail also in a so complicated boat without the generator. And somebody here at the table could say, yes, but it's normal, in sailing you don't have noise. It's not like that. Go on the performing sailing yacht and you have generators always running. Okay, so this is a reality. Then silent living, we have an autonomy of 12 hours. Thanks to the lithium battery packs that we have. In terms of silence, we have that motoring at 10 knots, we have a perceived noise of minus 50% to the 88 number 2, that is a traditional boat. And in silent sailing, so means sailing without generators, we have a perceived that is 25% less than with the generator running. Some of the features that are more important, we worked a lot on the variable pitch propellers that more and more we are getting on our boats that are very important for the low noise, for the efficient propulsion, but even more to generate when you are sailing. So when you are sailing and you can generate electricity, but you need a clever, let's say, variable pitch propeller with a brain behind that is working there. Then the inverter system and the high voltage hydraulic power. What is interesting here is the hydrogeneration. The boat already sailing at 8 knots is self-sufficient. So generate enough energy to have hotelery, hydraulic, everything on board. So you lose circa 1 knot, so 9%, 12%, sorry, of the speed of the boat, and you are completely autonomous. Good. These are the interior. I mean, you know that on the interior, together with our internal interior design and with Misa Poggi, we have a continuous evolution, but staying always with the eyes to what Nautor has been and what Nautor has been in the past, but what has been also in the past 7-8 years. The research is to have more and more the comfort of a power boat on a sailing yacht. ClubSwan. I would like here to have the genius of one and the sportman to present. I learned in 6 years about the normal boat, but the racing boat.
Good evening. Today was a very exciting day in Nautor Swan because we show for the first time the brand new ClubSwan 43 and was a blast. We got so many visitors, so many questions, and it was a true joy for us to be there. And we prepare a very little video. The boat just hit the water a few weeks ago. I really want to show this because I think that it's pretty cool. in ClubSwan, we are trying to push the boundaries, and we try also with the huge help of 1K to develop some very cool racing boats. We love to call the ClubSwan 43 the perfect crossover. It's not just a racing boat, it can be a great cruiser boat and also a family friend. So I really want to have here with us the 1K. 1K is the designer and become a very great friend. So please, go on, join us here. I think that there is nothing better than having 1K explaining you the secret of the 43 and where we come from.
Well, first of all, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the introduction. And thank you also, before I go into the technical matters, to Leonardo for the wonderful years and wishing you many more on your new partnership. Thank you. This, as Fede explained it very well, is a boat that was born under the brief of not only doing one design regattas, but also performing as a cruiser racing boat. So we had to do a lot of compromises between performance, ORC rules, and the interiors and the volumes are required for the boat to satisfy those conditions. And so what we come up with is what I believe to be a very interesting solution, because the boat has shown to have a very good rating, together with ticking all the other boxes that we mentioned before, being the volume, the interiors. I personally think that it continues with the DNA of the ClubSwans that we have developed in the past, particularly the ClubSwan 50, and I am personally very happy with the result. The boat is going to start doing races very soon, and hopefully will win those races as she is expected to. But thank you very much for the opportunity. Any questions you have, I'm happy to answer.
Today was amazing, all the questions that we received, and when visitors were showing the boat, I mean, obviously you can see the boat is a very sexy deck, or is a true racing boat, but the coolness of the Swan 43 is when you go down and the space and the interior are such special, are a great mix because are simple. The boat is very simple. We try to create a product that is very low maintenance and make like sailing truly a joy. But the interiors, thanks to Lucio Micheletti with the collaboration, are beautiful, simple, and I would say that is a real sailing boat. And today I was very pleased because a lady just come over and say, wow, what a beautiful boat, the best boat of the year. So it was very, very exciting. It's a very hot moment for our season. In a few days, we will be in Portocervo for the majesty of all the regatta around the world, the Rolex Swan Cup. It will start on Monday. This is the 22nd edition. 40 years of collaboration between the Yacht Club Costa Smeralda, Rolex, and Nautor Swan. I think that is one of the most oldest partnership in our sport. We are very excited and proud of this. For us, it's a piece of art. It's a biannual regatta. We are putting so much energy, and it's a great mix because it's not only about sailing, it's about our heritage, it's about to be part of the ClubSwan. And it's something special and unique. And I really hope that you can join us because it's something very special. We have more than 105 boats on the starting line, more than 13 countries, and 700 sailors. It's a big, big party, and it's something very unique. We are at the peak of our season, but we are already working full steam ahead on the 2025 calendar. This is our Nation League. The Nation League is our regattas for the one design class because we really believe that real time is making a big difference and are much more fun. We have 8 events all around the Med in the most prestigious venues in the Med. We will start in the Primo Cup in Monte Carlo. We will then have a Prologue Regatta in Spain. We will go back again to Bonifacio for the Bonifacio Challenge. We have been in Bonifacio this year already. It was amazing. So much exciting of all our sailors that they never been in Bonifacio, and this was something very shocking for us. but they enjoyed the venue and was great to see the first international regatta in Bonifacio. We will then move to Porto Cervo for the Swan Design World, with all our classes will compete for the world title. A Club Swan 28 regatta in Lake Garda, the famous Copa del Re in end of July, the Swan Tuscany Challenge in Cerlino, and the Nation Trophy. The Nation Trophy is a very special regatta for Nautor Swan because the yachts are not only competing for them but also for their nation. It's something that we really trust because the nationality is something very strong that we want to highlight at the max. Next year, sorry, for the first time, we will open the Nation Trophy to all our Swan classes around the world. We have more than 2,000 boats around the world, and I don't think that we will have all of them with us, but it's something very cool, and we are very, very happy about that. And it's going to be in Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is an amazing experience. There is a very famous picture of Saint-Tropez in 2022, where all the boats were moored on the old harbor, and has been all around the world. So thank you very much. We are here. We love what we are doing, and this schedule, it's a blast. Thank you.
Okay, so the Swan 51. The Swan 51 sign a continuous improvement of the boat. The smaller one, the 48, and the bigger one, the 55. Is coming in the middle, is bringing to reality some of the advantage of the 44, that is the easiness of the boat, the space utilization. Something that was lacking on the 48, that is a small crew area in the forepeak, so that you can have a help guy, marinaio, or whatever, like some of the Italian competitors. And we have the cockpit of the 55 with the two tables with all what they offer, and the mainsail in the middle of the cockpit. But the 51 is also a boat that we sail with 3 different packages. We sell that boat as a standard, so with all what you need, but nothing more than what you need. Then we have a cruising one with a shorter keel. Bunny is giving me a high that I say, no, it's true, okay. Okay, and a roll bar. That is the first time for a Swan. Let's see how many we will sell, because now we have also a big discussion in house where we say, okay, they want comfort, and I say, okay, so we have to offer comfort, but I leave the decision to the client. Now let's see how many they will buy that. I would buy it, but I don't know. I don't want to impose anything. And then we have a racing version with a deeper keel and higher and a bigger sail plan. We have also in study for a German customer a diesel electric in this size that is a completely different clear solution from the 88 that we have seen before, but more and more the request is coming. Okay, this is a boat that we have already seen before, but we are now building it. There is this turn making the cockpit bigger that is coming from the Maxi design, so a parent too. Bigger windows on the coach roof. So this is the mold that is ready to go, and this is just I wanted to bring this picture to show you the detail we are following, and you will see also afterward for the interior. We live off mock-up. I mean, you can do all the 3D of the world. 3D are very, very interesting, make easier the design phase, but is hiding a lot of reality. And so there is nothing better than the mock-ups to study the maneuvering on the boat, also the leisure time on the deck of the boat, and the ergonomy of the boat. And in Finland, for the interior mock-up that we see here, we have found in Jarkko a partner. I mean, we started with Jarkko to design the power boat, and Jarkko has a design office in Helsinki, with a lot of young people, etc., with a joinery nearby, and they make a mock-up at a cost that is much, much lower than what we had in Maus. So, no, we learn to make what is needed in a mock-up and the speed to have the mock-up. So, because with their technology, we can do it in a very quick way. And here is where we start with the sketches, we go to the mock-up, and then we can come back before that we go to invest in the rendering, drawings, etc. The interior is very similar to what we have on the 48, with more curves, with a lot of optimization that are coming from the 60 customers that today are selling the 48 out there. I mean, because yesterday, for example, Massimo Perotti was telling that we have a premium price. Yes, we have a premium price, but in some size, with a number of boats that is a double of the boat of our competitor. So it's a premium price eventually that somebody understands it, because they buy also. We have to go ahead. Okay. Okay, this is the diesel electric layout that we are going to build if the sales crossing fingers will go ahead. Then we have the Swan 80. The Swan 80, like the 51 is coming for the 48, the 80 is coming from the 78. I remember that a couple of months ago I was discussing with Herman, but what is next? Because I mean, if you take the previous series of sailing yacht, like the one that I said that is a 54, that is 15 years ago, 20 years ago, the new boats that are coming from the Volvo 60, Volvo 70 with a big aft part, etc., is really a revolution. What is the next revolution? Flying seems to be too far away for the normal cruising, so it's difficult to understand what is. So we all focus more in working inside the boat, in working in optimizing how the boat behave on the waves, and waiting for the next revolution that will come. The 80 so is coming from the 78, is parent in the deck, as you can see, to the bigger 88, 108. We are building the number one, and we'll go to the water in 2025. Will be one of the premier 2025 together with the 51. Here is the interior. You see here that we are more curves. We had not on the 78 the studio part, and this is in a way offering something more and different. There is a possibility to link one of the guest room to the crew area, so to have a third crew member. That is one of the requests that is coming from some of the 78 owners. 78 owners are 10 people that are sailing now. This is the resting area or studio area. Good. The 128, I mean, the 128 we will speak more for sure in Monaco. The two boats are in production, one after the other, quite near, even if we have 1 year in difference in the delivery of the two boats, because one is next year and the other one is 26. The first one is a standard boat, the second one is a diesel electric boat. Both boats have the same sailing plan, so this time we have the same weight, the same sailing plan that is optimized for performance, but also to go around the world. What is interesting, and this is bringing to me a little bit white hairs of what she has already, is the complete difference of the interior. They have a perfect identical GA, but completely different. One seems to be a chalet in Gstaad, and the other one is a super modern, rational, design house. And it will be interesting to see the two boats. Here you see that this is the boat number one that will have a deck on before the end of the year, back in January. And then we will launch the boat in May. This is again how we work, and here is the level of the mock-up of a boat like this. So it's no more, I'm sorry, Jarko, a mock-up made in Helsinki. This is a mock-up that we have to make in house so that the people see from the reality what it is and they sign and go on. So here we brought in Nautor Swan, the way to work of the big yachts of Netherlands, Germany, etc. Because it's a super yacht building this. Pioneering the change, new models, new directions. Before that, a couple of key figures. The order portfolio is back to 180 million thanks to 4 Maxi sold from June 24 to now. So in the last 4 months, we've worked very, very hard, and this is the result of it. I know that this is for us, this is also partially for our competitors. There is a lot of movement in the big boats and much less in the smaller boats, and that's the reason why I will spend all my time at the boat show, not like the previous years that I was running away to Finland. We have launched this year 29 yachts, but it will be at the end of the year 31. We have 23 models in production between power and sail. Sanlorenzo is telling us that are too much. We will study together. And 6 new models in production across sail and motor. And we have launched this year from 80 feet up, 5 Maxi, and we have 7 under construction. Product roadmap. I will not bother you going through all of this, but this is how we plan, how we launch the products. These are all the products that we have launched. These are the products to come. For sure, sometime we have to rethink and refocus, but normally we get to the end. I told you in Düsseldorf that I had a 70-footer ready for Cannes. You will not see the 72. Why? The 72 is almost ready. It will have a private preview with some clients only, but we are still studying some of the new features of this boat that will have some revolution inside, and we want and we need to work a little bit still on that. So as many others are doing, we are not pressed by the stress to launch, but we have to optimize. And then there is the last line, that is the Maxi Custom. We are working also on the Maxi Custom. We studied a 150-footer. We are studying other kinds of boats because after that we launched the 120 with the custom interior, the 128 in build, very much custom. The super yacht request is also coming to Nautor, and we are keen on that. But you know that we cannot do a one-off boat. The boat in our yard must be a part of the story of it must be in line in terms of design, etc. So it is not that easy. What we have in phase 1, that is a project in progress, is a 51 and the 80, we spoke already about. In phase 0 is a 100 and the 72. And in phase 0 is the first work the first project that we will work together with the team. The team will be enlarged on top of the people that I was telling before and Vanni Galgani. We will have Antonio Santella that is here with us, that has a big history in developing new models, etc., and he will participate to this adventure. What is this adventure? Is to have in parallel to the well-founded cruising racing or fast cruising line of Nautor Swan, a no-compromise cruising Swan. That means to have a boat that is behaving on the sea in a different way, that the performance is important but is not the target. Racing will be probably rendezvous but not racing. Going to different parts at different temperature, having climatization also outside the boat under the deckhouse, the bimini and the spray hood. This is something that the people are asking more and more. So defend from the sun also on a sailing yacht. So a flash deck is something that has to be solved in a way. And let me finish here. This is what we are proud of. This is the Swan customer, to my opinion. This is a 60-footer. It's not important. I could have it here a 55 because all our boats can do what this guy did. This is an Italian guy, mid-40, by chance he's my friend, but it's not an important thing. He left end of June Pietrarsari, and he totalized to now 6,000 miles. The boat is here, you can see. So you can see a boat after 6,000 miles with normal, a professional crew on board, the family, mother and father and mother, 3 small kids, and then they had other family with kids on board. And you can imagine, I mean, they are super happy, they had their adventure, etc. For sure, for this kind of client, we need probably for the future something that is more comfort, more easy to use, etc. And this is what we will aim for. But his reliability, his quality, is the performance that is behind Swan experience. His father went around the world 4 times with different boats, new boats, always Italian boats, so not Finnish, and a 100-year-old boat. And now he wants to repeat, and he started now. So we have to be partners with him for the future. And like this, there are many around. The Swan is the Swan. Thank you very much. I don't know if there are any questions. As said before, we have here, I mean, all the panel of people that are working with us. We have my 2 boss, because now I have, one was not enough. Now I have 2 boss. And a big part of my team is here, also from Finland, and I'm proud of that, because as I said to you, we have to push sales of the boats, so everybody is helping.
Any questions? Hi, fantastic to hear everything that's going on. Just a question in regard to the new model that you're beginning to develop. Do you have an idea of the sort of size range that you're going to be looking at?
Yes, probably we'll start from 80-footer, and then we will have a smaller and a bigger one, but will be not many boats, because I mean, it's not like the performance cruise where we can have from 45 up to 130. I mean, these are boats that cannot be too big, and then it cannot be too small. So we will have one probably that is without crew, and one that is with a simple crew, and one with a bigger crew, but the range will be not dramatically high.
Great, thank you.
Yesterday you announced that maybe you are thinking of a bigger boat, 40 meters, not footer, to be built maybe in Viareggio. The Maxi will be built in Viareggio, so I wanted to know if there is something more to know here.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Leonardo for the fantastic words towards Sanlorenzo and myself. I started working in the yacht industry. I was 23, 41 years ago. And I think I did some good things. I succeed to grow the business, first as a manager and then as an entrepreneur. But I have to say, I am crazy enough to hope to do good things in the sailboat that I don't know anything. You know, I'm always very direct to you. It is true, I don't know anything. So this is the reason I need Leonardo to be the chairman of Swan for many years ahead. I invite him to be the vice president of Sanlorenzo in the board of Sanlorenzo. So the dream is to do it together. I thank all the team that is working very hard. Giovanni at first. It's true, you have 2 boats now. And I thank you for being all here to assist to this fantastic presentation. Now, going back to, no, Giovanni, come here, don't let me alone. What we didn't give the name yet. Let's call it Maxi. Okay. Maxi 128 is in carbon, fantastic technology, made in Finland, and that will continue forever. We think that the business of a sailboat will go more and more for bigger yachts. Maybe some customer will change from motor yacht to sailboat. This is a possibility, considering the sensibility, the feeling related to sustainability that is coming, mainly from the Western country, but will come for the other country as well. So we think that super yacht will grow a lot, because the ultra high net worth individuals are growing 24,000 super rich every year. Altogether, we build 1,200 super yachts in the world, so which is 5% of only the increase of the super rich. So there will be more and more bigger boats, and we hope and we think, and this is one of the reasons of the new adventure with Swan and Leonardo, we think that a bigger piece of that business will become sailboat. There is a new technology coming. The 88 experience with the electrical propulsion is there, but as you know, Sanlorenzo now has the technology of the methanol and the technology of the hydrogen, thanks to Blue Game, and we think that we can combine the history, the heritage, the fantastic quality of Swan with some new technology coming from Sanlorenzo, and build a fantastic Maxi, where if you don't have the wind, you can start an hydrogen engine instead of a thermic engine, which would be the perfect situation for the best high cultural connoisseur yachtsman in the Western country. So that is the future we see. Where to build? Well, I like to go back to Viareggio, because Viareggio is a place where I learned everything when I was 23. Viareggio had a fantastic brand, building the best Maxi in the world, and the little dream I have is to bring back that production in Viareggio, because I know there is a lot of passionate people there ready to build a fantastic Maxi Swan. It will be in aluminum, yes, because it will be bigger than 40 meters, and I think that probably, we didn't decide yet, but probably the most logic construction material would be aluminum, because it's light and you don't need a big mold to build it. You don't need to go extreme with carbon. The boat, in my opinion, should not be very fast or extreme as normally is a Swan. We have to take care more on the comfort, because when you spend such kind of money and with such size, you have the people which around you, your family, wife, very important always, as you know. Maybe they need more comfort, more space for the water toys. It will be probably something new, like normally we like to do with Luca and with Antonio Santella. We did it many new things in the last 15 years. So this is something that will come, not soon. We have to think about, but it's one way to boost the revenue of Swan and to increase the profitability and to cover a market which today is not covered by anybody.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm being nosy. For the potential yachts being built in Viareggio, will you be aiming to build an entirely new Swan team there on site, or utilising the expertise that you have in-house between the two shipyards?
Well, it's a difficult question, this one. Congratulations. Of course, everything will come from Swan. We are not thinking to use our technicians, which are very expert in building motor yacht to build that boat. That boat will come from the Finland soul, which we will transfer. For one times in the last 25 years, we always moved Italian people up to Finland. Now we will have the pleasure to move some Finland people down to Viareggio. We are planning to grow quite an important technical office in Italy. That will be probably in Milano, because we think that the future of Swan will remain as production and technical people in Finland, because that is the heritage and we don't want to change that. But if you want to do more business on the larger scale, larger boat, we have to structure a new technical office, a new design place in Milano, and then the production in Viareggio. We will for sure have many people coming from Finland. They have the knowledge, they have the expertise to help to develop the product.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of you.